Heya! This is Pokéball35, and this is a different kind of video than what I normally make. So, Origami King just recently came out, and I wanted to make a Let's Play on it, because I have been streaming it over on twitch.tv/Pokéball35. I stream almost every single day, as you already know, or as you already should know. And the game is okay, but my first impressions of it aren't the best. And instead of just making a full LP, since I'm not enjoying at least the beginning of the game to the fullest. As of right now, I've only beaten Chapter 1. And these are my thoughts, pretty much. So I'm just gonna phase into a scripted section where I wrote down all my thoughts on how I feel about stuff. There'll be footage cut in from my live streams. And, I guess these are my beginning thoughts on Paper Mario, the Origami King game right there. So from the beginning, Luigi and Mario are on the go-kart from the end of Color Splash. Yes, that was a thing at the end of Color Splash, over to Peach's castle to celebrate the Origami Festival. Once they arrive, no one seems to be around, so they check the castle itself to see what's up. Mario and Luigi get trapped inside, so Luigi goes on ahead to see if he can find an exit. Mario finds Peach, and she's all folded up into origami. She drops Mario into the castle dungeon, where you see a bunch of Bowser's minions, including a foot fetish Goomba. Mario then hears a voice in the walls, as well as finding a conveniently placed hammer, and steps on a panel on the floor that gives him the 1,000-fold arms technique, which is a contact-sensitive move that gives him big arms to pull or hit objects. He finds Olivia trapped in the wall, who is a little origami girl who's the hint giver of this game. Think about Huey from Color Splash and Kirsty from Sticker Star. Mario escapes his cell and then sees a Koopa get murdered, and also sees Bowser folded up on a clothespin. Mario frees Bowser and the trio escape to the castle roof, where they meet Ollie, who is the brother of Olivia. Ollie's plan is to fold the entire world or something like that, and then wraps the entire castle up in streamers, and then starts to lift the castle up off the ground. I haven't seen streamers in person in over 10 years and completely forgot they existed until this game came out. A Shy Guy comes in the Koopa Clown car to rescue everyone, but they get hit and Mario gets separated from Bowser. Real gameplay finally begins by Mario landing in a nearby forest, and the first major issue arrives: confetti. Confetti is explained to be what everything is made out of, and you start to see holes in the floor. Olivia gives Mario a confetti bag to hold it in, and it's now the main out-of-battle gimmick. The only thing is that it's exactly the same to the paint hammer from Color Splash. You hit trees or other objects around you that drop confetti, or paint, which are used to fill in holes, or white spots, which give you coins, which I'll talk about in a second along with the battle system, but overall it just feels like a weird excuse to reuse the same gimmick twice. Mario and Olivia go through the forest and see some nice LOL XD moments, because sure. Wait. Oh. Sure seems like a lot of weird stuff is happening. And then come upon some sexy trees and an old tree. The old tree needs a seed that will make him young again, and you give the seed to him, and then there's a dance number for some other random reason. Is it working? How do you feel? It's doing something. Watch out now. And for saving the tree's life, Mario gets to leave. Upon leaving the forest, you finally get to see toads. Toads are literally everywhere. They're hidden in plain sight, crumpled up, invited to smash, and also a dog. Toads are also used for the battle system, which I should go into detail now with. So the battle system for this game is a puzzle game. You have to match up the foes in a line or a 2x2 square and then hit them with a jump or a hammer attack. The way coins are used is that you can buy more time for the time limit you have to make your move, or you could pay toads to show up and beat the game for you. The more toads you save and the more coins you have, the more toads show up. They can move enemies for you, do damage to them, and even heal you. The part where everything falls apart is in the overworld. Coins are everywhere. You get hundreds of them for winning battles. By the time I reached Toad Town, I had exactly 7,000. I know you can't see it in the footage because of the stuff I have on screen, but trust me, it's there. You can summon toads whenever you want to make battles even easier, and killing enemies also drops more confetti. So you use confetti to get coins, use coins to win fights, and then get coins back. A little bit later, you get weapons like iron boots to jump on spiked enemies, but those have durability and break. So I spent countless amounts of coins on 10 of the same iron boots so I don't run out, instead of having a regular equipable badge, so it's just more unnecessary steps. I should clarify that there's something called accessories that work like badges from the old games where you equip them and they increase your stats like defense and HP and stuff like that, but there isn't a whole lot of them to equip. You can buy stuff like mushrooms and fire flowers too, but fire flowers are just more powerful jumps, so it's almost better to just use those instead. I forgot to mention, but action commands are in the game, but you don't really get punished for missing them. You only do slightly less damage than normal, so you can just play the whole game without doing any action commands, because your attack still goes through anyway. Eventually, by going through Toad Town and its sewer system, you run into Luigi again, and then he takes off to find the castle key so you can enter the castle when the time comes. You then make your way to where the red streamer is, and you end up learning about the Earth Valemental, whatever the heck a Valemental is, and then you go acquire magical stones to enter the temple. The way this game gets you is that normal battles are very unenjoyable, since it's just a puzzle, and if you don't win the puzzle, you just play a normal RPG anyway, so they make almost every single battle, like, mandatory. It's just all mandatory. Now, I don't particularly mind all the mandatory encounters, but it feels so weird to have all of these mandatory encounters that don't seem mandatory when there's all the overworld encounters that you could just skip. There's a Goomba in a bush, and you think it might be a toad, but it's actually a hidden enemy that you have to beat to acquire one of the stones you need. There's also a random fishing minigame that you can find, but also the fishing minigame is mandatory because of course it is. After getting all the stones you need, you enter the temple and do a mini-dungeon and find the Earth Elemental, and the boss battles are where things get really interesting. The boss is in the center, and you have to move the arena around it so you can get arrows to line up to hit his weak spots. Once he gets weak, you smack him a bunch with the 1,000-fold arms, and Olivia gets the power to turn into it so you can get to the red streamer. She also dances because, sure. Now how about we don't do that? I'm not laughing. I actually did get an HP up part in the temple, and it gives Mario the mechanic to be able to hit basic enemies to defeat them in one hit instead of fighting them. I love when games include this feature, so it's nice to be able to not beat basic enemies anymore because I'm already sick of ring battles. Once you head up to where the first streamer is, Olivia dances again and then you head inside. You save the toads from inside the gift shop and the kitchen, and you get attacked by some colored pencil missiles. Once you get to the top of the tower, you fight Jean-Pierre, Colored Pencil the 12th. I represent the Legion of Stationery, I have you know. And the boss battle is the same as the last one, but now you have to guide Mario to an on switch to activate his arms. Eventually, you take him down and destroy the first streamer. There we go. Fug him up. Oh, you just destroy him. Okay. I guess you just get the boss to half health and then you can just one-shot them the rest of the way. No way. Defeated by a no-name, no-talent piece of disgusting pop culture! You were better when you were a side-scroller, man. Oof. Oh, I just destroy it, I guess. I was expecting to, like, roll it up, but no, that works. I guess the magic just destroys all of it and turns it into confetti. Red streamer is gone from the castle. Congratulations! Red streamer cleared! I get more confetti now. Neat. And those are my thoughts on Paper Mario The Origami King as of Chapter 1. There's still plenty of stuff I didn't even mention during the scripted portion of the video, where you can, whenever you collect a toad, you get a toad point, and you can go to the museum, which is that white building you see right there. You go to the museum, and you can unlock concept art. There's chests hanging around the place. You can get little 3D model trophies of some of the stuff in the game. You can view everything there. There's a bunch of other stuff you can view in the museum. The music is great, obviously. The visuals are great, obviously. It's just that I'm not a huge fan of the battle system still. I don't know if I still need to get used to it, but 6 hours into the game now, I'm kind of not really feeling the ring battles. Definitely the boss battles are really interesting, but just regular ring battles, it's just not that great. Like, eventually, you start to get to a point where you've seen all the puzzles, and there's nothing new anymore. And some of the puzzles I don't even know how to solve, and I don't really want to solve, because I could just do a bunch of damage with all of my normal attacks anyway, without the damage bonus. I also forgot to mention, if you line up all the enemies, you do get a damage buff. I think that's pretty much it, though. I haven't even seen any of the partner characters that are in the game. I haven't teamed up with Bowser and Bowser's minions yet, and there's still 5 other worlds that I'm aware of that I still have to travel to. So my opinions can change, and I do want to do a follow-up video to this, but maybe not in this style, where I have the edited portion, because that edited portion, you see how long this video is, and the edited portion of that took like 6 hours to do. So I don't know if I really want to do that. I might just have it be me sitting and talking just like this, because I like to sit and talk. I don't know why I'm moving my hand all over the place. But that's my thoughts on the Origami King. The day this gets uploaded, I might not be streaming it, but probably the day after I will, and I'll be starting Chapter 2. If you want to keep up to date with me playing the game, you can follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Pokéball35. I stream almost every single day on Twitch, as you probably know, hopefully by now, because I say it at the end of all my videos and stuff. I want to like this game. I'm going to criticize it because I want to like this game. I grew up with Paper Mario. I played Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door when I was 4 years old, and I've grown up with Paper Mario, and it's weird to see Paper Mario be taken in the direction that it is, and this is definitely better than Sticker Star, obviously, but also better than Color Splash thus far. Also, there's a lot of really hilarious dialogue that I forgot to mention. Like, every single Toad that you find has unique dialogue for finding and, like, saving them. Like, you talk to them afterward and they have something else to say. So there's still plenty of humor in this game. But I don't want to drag this on too much longer. Again, you can follow me on Twitch, and you can also subscribe to me here on YouTube if you want to keep up to date with all of my uploads and stuff and things. I'm terrible at outros, so I'm just going to end it here. Thank you for watching this new kind of video, and I hope to see you in a follow-up that I may or may not make. I will see you in whatever comes next, however.